What's up, everyone? So today's a fun day. As you guys can see, it's been snowing. It's been a bit of a pain in the butt, but I had things to do with these cars. I just got done changing the oil in that one. That one's done. It's good to go until we get the new tire put in there. Hopefully, I don't know, in the next week or so that'll be done, and then I'll be changing the upper control arm on that. So that should be a pretty fun job. Right now, the other one that I'm doing right now is the van. I just got done changing the oil on it, and it's good to go on that end, but the brake light came on, and gotta admit, I went a bit over on the brake pads and the rotors, so they were completely shot. I just replaced that side, so I'm gonna replace this side now. And I figure maybe somebody out there wants to know how to change brakes or the rotors and the van. There, for the most part, they're all pretty similar. Some of them may have an extra lock nut here or there, but it's not too difficult, so I kind of want to show you guys how to get it done, especially right now since it's kind of cold. Just get it done quick. Hopefully it won't take more than 10-15 minutes once I get it up in the air and get the tire out. So let's get it going. Let's see how we can get this done. Okay, so I have it in the jack. I haven't lifted it up yet because it's easier if we loosen up the lug nuts while it's still on the floor. Don't take them off. That's the thing. Just loosen them up, but don't completely remove them, because yeah, that won't be a good day for you. So let's just remove this really quick, like just loosen them up a little bit. There you go. There's that one. Okay. Now that they're loose, don't take them off. Not until you have it up in the air with the jack, because then if not, the tire could just pop out, hard to the floor. Somebody can get injured. So now that these are somewhat loose, we're going to put it up in the air. Go from there. It would probably be a good idea to put some of those jacks under there in case this slips. I can't find mine, so we're just gonna cross fingers, make sure hopefully the car won't come down. But I'll show you guys what I'm gonna do here after I take this tire off. Sure you loosen, keep them rolling. Somewhere. It can be a pretty dirty job. That's why I'm wearing this overalls. It just helps protect everything else, and especially since I was changing oil, and not just that, but it's freaking cold out here. I think it's about, I think last I checked it was about 28 degrees out here, so it is pretty cold. So it helps me keep somewhat warm, minus my hands. I'm surprised I still have feeling the most right now. The tire is now almost out. Alright, there's the last lug nut. Now, what we're going to do, just hopefully make sure this does, if it was to fall, that it won't go all the way down to the floor. We are going to bring this right under it. Like so. I don't know if you guys can see, kind of like what I did. I just put the tire down there to act as a floor jack, just in case this other one was to give out. The car will just land on the actual tire instead of my head or whatever it's gonna go to. So let me show you guys really quick what I'm gonna be changing. Let me see if I can get a better view of this thing. So it's gonna be the rotor. It's been a while and it's pretty shocked, and the other one is gonna be the brake pads, which is gonna be right in here. And for that we're gonna have to remove this right here. It's just two lug nuts. It's one of them is up here, and the other one, let's see if we can get a view of this. And the other one is going to be right here. So we need to remove this one, and man, it sucks getting a good angle for this thing. And the other one's going to be that. Once those are removed, this thing is going to come completely off, allowing me to remove the brake pads. And so let's do that right now, and then we'll go to the next step after that. So let me put that right there. Okay, so let's see. I'll get the right one down. And for this, some of these can get really tight, and sometimes if they won't come loose. And rather than sitting over here and just beating my hand, it's good to have a rubber mallet. Let's just, you guys can tell that's pretty tight. So now that should be pretty loose right there. Then we can get the next one. This one's pretty tight. There we go. That one was a bit of a pain. Alright, now that they're loose, we're just going to pull them off, and I'll show you guys what's next. Alrighty. Alright, let's take this thing off. Let me just see if I can lower it a little bit. So, here's one of them. Man, it's cold out here. So, hopefully if you guys have to do this, hopefully it's not on 28 degrees weather. It really is no fun that way. But once we pull these two out, then I'll show you guys how the brake pads just come off. So let me show you guys. There's one. Make sure you don't lay it down, especially if the floor might be dirty or anything like that. This is lubricated. I don't know if you guys can tell. So it just makes it easier to slip in there and whatnot. So just put it down facing up. That way we don't get any dirt or anything like that in there. Bottom one's almost out. Come on. My hands are slowing down on me. Okay, and there's the other one. So, you guys will be able to see. Boom! There you go. That's out. Once that's out, then we can remove these pads. Here, let me show you guys kind of how this looks really quick. So these over here on the edges are going to be the brake pads, and we just kind of want to work them out a little by little. See, this one's out now. So yay! One of them's out. As you guys can see, it was getting pretty low, almost metal to metal. So I'm glad I was able to get to it before it got to that point, because I'd be in a lot of trouble. I'd be fixing up a lot more stuff than just the brake pads at that point. So let's see if we can work this one out. Come on. There it is. Boom. The other one, I think, man, holy crap. I knew they were bad, and I knew I waited a little too long for it. So I'm glad I decided to change it today. I was like, I can either sit inside, watch TV, or I can be productive, and I'm glad I did it. So now that the brake pads are out, as you guys can see, this rotors is pretty loose. Luckily they don't have that extra nut. Some of them have an additional fitting right over here that's sometimes a pain, or something on the lug nut itself that you have to remove. It can be a complete and total pain in the butt. Luckily this one doesn't have it, so for this one there's going to be two that we need to remove. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but we need to remove that one and remove this one up here. Once we remove those, all this fitting right here, it's gonna come straight off. Once it comes off, the rotor will slip right out. So let's get to it. Let me put it right there, and that one's gonna be different size. Same process, just rubber mallet. It's better to use this one than the actual metal one. So awesome. Okay, that one's loose. Let's see if we can. Awesome. Okay, there's that one. Now let's do the top one. Yay! What? We'll have this done here, hopefully in the next 10-15 minutes. Then I can go inside, because holy cow, my hands are pretty cold right now. Same with my face. It's probably one I feel like I'm talking slower than usual. But I'll be glad to have these changed, and we don't have to worry about brakes. We changed the tires today on the van as well. So it's been a pretty productive day. Okay. Same thing with those ones, just so now moved out. That's what we want. We want the entire unit removed, so that the rotor will come out. It'd be nice if this would just go low enough where I could slip it out, but man, they make you take that entire part off. So like, it's all right. We almost got it. Oh man, come on. It's coming, I promise. Then I'll show you how pretty the new rotors are. Yay! And there's the part. We'll set that down. Here's that other one. That's the lower one. So we'll put it down right there. And voila, there's the rotor. There's the old one. Man, it's honestly, I thought it'd be worse. But nonetheless, it's time to change it, so I'm glad I'm getting to it. So I'll put this one down and I'll go get the new one. So give me a second. Alright, so here's the old one, here's the new one. And I don't know if you guys see the difference, but definitely look much better. So now we just go in reverse. We start by putting that one in there. Now we want to put this part back. So let's see. It is cold. It is cold. Oh, if I can remember how to put it on. There you go. I'm telling you guys, it gets too cold and then I can't think straight. Woo! So let's see if we can find a hole for that one. Now I don't have to worry about the stupid brake light on my dashboard. It's one of those. I shouldn't have been ignoring it, but I'm like, just thinking about making some time to do this. Luckily, I had a day off today, so I'm like, alright, it's time to get things done. So there's that. This will get tightened once we put the tire back on, and the lug nuts will get it right in place. So don't worry if this is loose right now. That's just how it is. So anyways, now the next thing is gonna be, I used this for the other side. It worked pretty good together with C-clamp, and I'll show you guys why. Before anything, remember to loosen up the brake cap. Just take it off. That will release a lot of pressure. If not, it's going to be pretty hard to get this compressed back in place. So if you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about, let me see if I can focus right on that. These need to be compressed back in. If not, once you put the brakes, it's not going to go in, because it's going to slide right in there. So you need to make some space in here, and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. So I got that. Just compress it. A little bit more. Sometimes when you would compress one of them, the other one would come out. So that's what the C-clamp is, to hold one in place while you compress the other one. But right now, this one seems to be staying in one spot, so we won't worry too much on that. Okay, awesome. And that's in there. Now let's get the other one. See, and just so you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about. See, I'm gonna start compressing this one, and the other one is gonna start coming out a little bit. See? And that's what the C-clamp is gonna be for. So let's get this one back in there. See how it's, now that I'm getting this one tied, the other one's wanting to move now, and that one's supposed to stay in place. So let's see if we can put this one in there. I couldn't find a bigger one, which was a bummer. Oh, there you go. There you go. Just tighten it so it stays in place. Now that that one's like that, we want to compress this one. Just push it in. Push, 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 push. Awesome. And that'll be good. Now, this is pretty sad, guys. These are the old brake pads. Look at this. There's hardly any brakes left on this thing. That one's pretty much gone. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about by showing you guys the new ones. So, look how thick this line is. Now look at that. See how thick this is? That's the actual brake. Look, almost metal to metal. So, yeah, it was definitely time. This is garbage. This, oh man, I cannot believe I got it to this. That was pretty dangerous and decision on my part. I should have done it a while ago. But again, man, just making time to get it done, sometimes impossible. So I'm glad I'm finally taking care of it. But look, see how thick this part is right here compared to this little tiny line. You can barely see it. So yeah, learn from my mistakes, guys, and don't let your brakes get that bad. It's not that's not good. So now what we want to do is put this brake pads right in there. This one, as you can see, it was pretty easy. Here's the other one. This thing needs to be pointing out, so just remember that. The brakes, these things will have like little grooves. Just try to slip it right in there. Yeah, let me use both hands. I'm using the other one for the camera, so. Oh, there you go. So, awesome! Finally. So, don't make this mistake, I guess. Each one of these pads is gonna have a metal groove. Apparently, this one goes on the bottom for the front one, and then the top one will be also on the bottom. So make sure you get them right like that. Finally in though. Now that that's in, we gotta slide that thing in there. And that's why I was saying we had to compress that, because if not, if these things were out, there's no way we could put that back in there. So let's get that back in. Yay. What? One. Here's the other one. This is the top one. Let's slide it in there. Boom. Just like that. Bottom one. There's the bottom one. Same thing. Make sure this thing is gonna go right where it's supposed to. Boom. Almost done, guys. What's up, Beckham? Done with this.
Alrighty.
Cool. Guys, I kid you not, my hands are like, I can't feel them. And that's literally as fast as I can move them right now. So I can't wait to get this done so I can put it back together, put the tire back on, lower it, and go inside, and this time go watch movies, because yeah, we need to. I need to. As you guys can see, I switched it for one of these. It's much faster. For that, so couldn't find a socket for the other one because it was bigger, so that's why I was using the wrench still. So no. Oh, yay! Yay! What? Okay. Now let's move this to this side. Okay. See if I can put it up. Okay. Now remember the tire. Let's put the tire back on.
Hey, Dad. I the other side yet?
Yep, I got the other one done.
Are you?
Last one.
Over there? Good.
Sweet.
So that means I have time to like go to the side.
Boom. Ha ha ha. Almost done. Almost done. Let's see. Haha. So Beckham just ate it. Ha! That's what he gets for riding in the snow. It's stubborn. I'm telling you guys, the cold makes everything much more difficult. Quite frustrating. So that one needs to stay there. Now, there you go. There you go. There it is.
It's just my bike.
Now, put the light back on.
Huh?
Yay. One more. Woo. Almost done. Almost done. Let's just tighten that up. Boom. Let's get this other one done.
Oh no!
Awesome.
Okay.
And oh, Ari's outside. But this is getting loud, that's why. Luckily, we're almost done now, so. That. 2 more lug nuts, then we'll lower the car. Okay. Woo. Yay. Yay.
I'm gonna lower the car for you.
Now, yep. Let's see. Okay, now little by little, let's lower it. Beckham, hold on. Boom. Car is down. Car.
Now I'm gonna go on
Car's down. Okay. Now we're just gonna tighten this up really good. I usually like to tighten like one above and then don't go in a circle. It's better if you do one up on top, then go one on the bottom. That way they kind of get, the tire gets tightened evenly. Now that I've done that one, now I'm gonna move to this one over here. And now that I've done that one, I'm gonna come up here. And now the last one. Yay! Alright guys, so I got the tire back on. Now the very last thing to do over here, remember, is the brake fluid cap. We want to make sure that's in there. And that was the very last step. Just make sure everything is tightened. I already did everything how it's supposed to go, I think, cross fingers. And now we won't have to worry about that for a while. So hope that helped a little bit for any of you that were looking at changing your brakes or your rotors. Like I said, it's pretty general with all of them. They're almost all the same. So anyways, hope you guys enjoy the video. Our computer's been out, that's why we haven't been able to make many videos lately. We're waiting for the computer to get fixed. This one should be an easier one to edit because, you know, it's just changing brakes and rotors. So the other ones usually we follow this other kit. they usually like to do their shenanigans, and then the family and trips and things like that, which requires a lot more editing. But this one seemed pretty straightforward. That's why I decided to make this video. So yeah, and just gonna stay productive. And there goes another kid. First Beckham, now Layla. They never learn. So anyways, again, hope you guys enjoy. Click like, maybe share it if somebody is looking at changing the brakes and they don't know how to do it. Hopefully this will help. And till next time, see you guys.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and please subscribe to help our YouTube channel grow bigger. Have an awesome day. Bye.